3 days. Tuesday.
It's more and more cafeteria.
For 3 days.
The hour being 6 p.m., we'll call the meeting to order. Everyone rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Otte?
Here.
Trustee Klinger?
Here.
Trustee Pecora?
Here.
Trustee Fiorito?
Here.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Here. Is there any correspondence for the board? No correspondence. We'll move on to approval of prior minutes of the June 14, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion on the minutes?
I'll make a motion for the June meeting.
Is there a
Approve the
second?
minutes, yes.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Otte?
Yes.
Trustee Klinger?
Yes.
Trustee Pecora?
Yes.
Trustee Fiorito?
Yes.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Yes. Treasurer's report and approval of bills for June 10th, 2022 through July 7th, 2022. General Assistance Fund, $11,263.88. General Fund, $274,743.67. Highway Equipment and Building Fund, $3,184.47. Needy Fund, $272.99. Road and Bridge Fund, $157,359.25. Sewer and Water Fund, $323,430.52. Is there a motion on payment of bills?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Otte?
Yes.
Trustee Klinger?
Yes.
Trustee Pecora?
Yes.
Trustee Fiorito?
Yes.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Yes. Next is Supervisor's report. The General Assistance report is placed on file with the clerk. Highway Commissioner?
Highway Commissioners report the Lighton Township Motor Fuel Tax Fund balance as of May, $1,290,879.33 be on file with the clerk. And from the desk of Director Losurdo, from the Public Works Department, the right-of-way restorations continue, and Buffalo Box and sinkhole repairs have been completed.
Assessor?
The report for the Assessor's Office, I have the Board of Review has finished all of 2021 hearing for Leiden. Result letters will be mailed end of July or early August. Assessor Fritz Gahey has started their 2022 appeals almost 5 months later than in the past, which in turn will delay the 2022 second installment tax bills payable in 2023. Last week, County Board President Tony Preckwinkle announced 2021 second installment tax bills will be mailed out by year end. We still don't have a firm payment date. We are still accepting and processing 2021 exemption applications. As of today, we have completed 596 applications. We processed and entered 463 municipality permits, 18 certificate of errors, and 3 variances. That's all I have.
Thank you. Is there anything coming out of the county if they're gonna assist the municipalities and school districts and everybody else with cash flow?
Well, I read an article in the Tribune that Preckwinkle said that she's making arrangements to help the schools and the municipalities that need it.
Thank you. Mr. Administrator.
Nothing to report to.
Trustees reports. Anything to report? The committee reports, social services.
Mr. Supervisor, I'd like to have the senior service, social service, community relations, and recreation department reports filed with the clerk.
Thank you. Sewer and Water Committee.
Mr. Supervisor, I'd like the water collection report through June 30th, 2022 be placed on file with the clerk also.
Local government report.
I'd like to have our township enforcement officer report placed on file with the clerk. That's all.
Is there any other reports from anyone? If not, we'll go on to the unfinished business. There is no unfinished business. New business. We have a resolution R 2022-23 commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Cook County Sheriff's Police Department. The Cook County Sheriff's Police is 100 years old this year. It was originally created as the Cook County Highway Police and then evolved into the Sheriff's Police Force that we have today. The resolution, if approved, will be presented to a representative of Sheriff Dart and maybe Sheriff Dart himself at the national night out with the police in August 3rd. Is there a motion on that resolution?
Make that motion.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, please call the roll.
Trustee Adams?
Yes.
Trustee Klinger?
Yes.
Trustee Pecora?
Yes.
Trustee Fiorito?
Yes.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Yes. Township Ordinance TO 2022-10, adopting addendum number 2 to the Wyden Township Employee Manual, and this is just an update on rules for commercial driver's license.
Right, it's so that the CDL policy and the employee manual, don't say the same thing, so there's no conflict between the two. And it really had to do with, who needed to get CDL licenses.
Is there a motion on that ordinance?
Motion on that, number 2 on Wyden Township Employee Manual.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Addy?
Yes.
Trustee Klinger?
Yes.
Trustee Pecora?
Yes.
Trustee Fiorito?
Yes.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Yes. Any public comment? Hearing no public comment, I will entertain a motion. No?
No.
Raise
Oh,
your
it is,
hand.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is there any public comment?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to say my name again, Louise Pennington?
Yes, you do for the record.
Okay.
And according to the rules of the board, you have 5 minutes to speak.
That's all.
That's all.
Armitage Avenue, which is part of Wyden Township, with the Navistar being sold and having 3 new warehouses for trucks. I was told that the trucks would be coming in off of 25th Street down Armitage. Armitage, the street itself is not worthy of the truck, the weight of the trucks. It's going to be so crowded that the cars that would be traveling on Armitage are going to be going down the side streets, which means past my house, past my neighbor's house, everybody who lives in the area. Now, I was at the Melrose Park meeting last night, and they couldn't give me any answer. So whatever way the truckers think they're going, they've got their GPS, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. There's no way that there's any way that they can get in there, short of them opening up North Avenue, entering off of North Avenue and exiting off of North Avenue. One of the issues there is North Avenue goes under Anaheim Road, so they couldn't be going east, they'd have to go west. So that leaves us back at Cornell and Armitage Avenue. Right now, there's trucks that are parked on Cornell, you have trouble getting through because, and I'm sure it's at Melrose Park, that the lanes, when they park, say, here's the lane where you're supposed to have your car parked, but because it's a truck, they're over here. So it's on both sides, traffic goes through, you gotta stop behind, let this person go, then you can go, and everything like that. So, with those 3 buildings that they're gonna put there, how's everybody gonna get through? It's gonna be so packed and crowded. And I'm sure that nobody thought about that when they sold it.
Well,
I don't think
I
Melrose
believe
Park.
I believe the street belongs to Melrose Park.
No,
Yes.
no, no,
Would occur.
It's not,
it's part of Leiden Township. North of North Avenue is Leiden Township.
I understand that, but the street, I believe the street belongs to the Village of Melrose Park. Because the Village of Melrose Park got a federal grant to redo that street. So,
Here's what I was told yesterday about Armitage Avenue. Center Point South is Melrose Park, Center Point North is unincorporated.
that's not how it works.
That's what I was
Whoever
told.
told you that was wrong.
All bordering streets
Yeah.
with the township belong to whoever we border. Franklin Park, like Belmont, Armitage is Melrose Park.
Anywhere, I worked for the Illinois Department of Transportation for 12 years. He was the highway commissioner for how many years?
Like,
Whenever a township road, or whenever a road borders two municipalities, it's the center line. But when it borders an unincorporated area, they take the entire street in the municipality. They're resurfacing everything there. And we weren't even given the opportunity to comment on it or anything. The only thing that we did do with them is to make sure that we replace any of our utilities that might be under that street before they resurface it. But it is not our street.
We don't even get the motor fuel tax out of that street.
then somebody's gotta do something about all the traffic that's gonna come through. Y'all can't sit here and tell me it's not gonna happen, and Melrose Park can't tell me it's not gonna happen. Because the size of those warehouses and the spaces for the trucks, it's gonna be a madhouse.
And that's my understanding that is why that street is being redone.
Well, you know, let them
And it's
get
being
done.
redone with federal funds.
Right now, from 25th to Manheim Road between Armitage and Fullerton, there's all kinds of traffic, truck traffic that was never there before. Never. Now you're lucky you can get through. Cornell,
Again,
forget
25th
Cornell.
is a state highway,
And Fullerton's a state.
and so is Fullerton.
I'm saying between 25th and Manheim Road,
Mhm.
Fullerton and Armitage is getting a lot
Right.
of truck
We don't
traffic.
control either
I
one
know
of
you
those
don't
streets.
control, well, who controls it?
The state controls
Well, fine, then I guess I'll have to go
Fullerton,
to the state.
and the village of Melrose Park controls Armitage.
Yes. It's been that for years.
Again, that's not what I was told, because the bicycle path on Armitage between Manheim and, say, up to Cornell, it's on the north side and the south side. And the guy I was with, I don't wanna tell you who, said, no. That's Melrose Park, and that's unincorporated.
He's wrong.
He's wrong.
He's wrong.
He's absolutely wrong.
Light Township,
That's why Melrose.
He's absolutely wrong.
We didn't put them.
We didn't put them.
The bike path was put in there by Melrose Park.
I believe that.
I tried to get money when I was highway commissioner, they wouldn't give it to you because it's not our street.
Now, what we
That's
plan
the
to,
county counts.
Well,
what we plan to do is make it difficult, if not impossible, for those trucks to turn down our residential streets. That,
oh, is that gonna be like Belmont, going to have all those barriers?
No, those were put up temporarily, and those are being redone. We're waiting for the plans from the engineer. They're gonna be nicely done with cul-de-sacs or partial cul-de-sacs, and that will look nice.
Oh, the only problem is, there's too much traffic already. If you come down Manheim Road from Irving, and you're going over the trains, traffic is backed up from Grand Avenue to there, on Manheim Road.
It's a state highway.
Oh, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I know what the state highway is, and I know what the county roads are, and I know what the township is, and I know Melrose Park. I know all that stuff.
And I'm not sure what you're asking.
I'm asking that the trucks don't come down Armitage.
There's nothing we can do about it.
There is something somebody can do. You can put a weight limit on it.
We can't. Only the village of Melrose Park or the
Then what good is it doing,
county can do it.
what good is it being in part of Lyden Township if you can't do anything about it?
It's just like we can't control the street that belongs to Northlake or to Franklin Park.
Fullerton Avenue,
We have no control whatsoever over Fullerton Avenue.
from Manheim all the way.
Then why do we have a board? Lyden Township, you can't do anything.
We control the residential streets. Thank you. I gave you 3 extra minutes.
Thank you. So.
Something. Last time, was over here and I present my residence when this was gangs, drugs, outside the street, inside the bushes. So the police right now is clean up everything. Kids grow up, go to school, go to work. It's quiet there. I have the other problem, which is happened the last Friday before 4th of July. I have a friend after my work in the garden. I was tired, so I said, we're gonna have a lunch, dinner outside. So in the neighbors, over the fence, they start pushing the smoke and this kind of things. And I was not happy that they put the firework in my yard, because just only before the fence and I'm living at the church, everybody knows the holy place, so it's nice, very wooden, and we have beautiful tree and wonderful friendship with these people from the church. And this guy across the fence, he never stopped pushing this kind of things, maybe 50. And we have a dinner and outside, and to the table, just this start raining, and pushing, maybe another 20 of them. And almost, this is just a moment, I lost something. If this was like a gunpowder, fill up this kind of area, and maybe was on my yard like a 20 of them. This is all, if you know. So this is inside is the powder, this kind of all. And I have a problem with this because they never stop. When they
Did you
stop,
call the police?
no.
You should
Because
have called the police. It's against the law. It's against the law for them to set up fireworks. What you should have done was call the sheriff's police. We will be happy to, our township administrator will be happy to talk to you and at least make a report and make a record of it with the Cook County Sheriff.
I was scared because many of this area where I'm living is most people ages, like myself and older. And one lady, she just delivered the baby. She comes, this was Friday, she was leave the hospital with the baby, newborn baby, in Thursday. So she wants to have a rest and a quiet time, but she didn't hear it. She was upset, and after
You should have called the police. That's what you should have done.
What is your first name, last name?
Alfreda Lapinski. And we are scared.
You
We
live-
like to have a nice neighbors,
I live
a
on your,
good,
I live on your block,
a
right
friend,
next to the church there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes they have a party until 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's the orchestra, the music.
I
It's-
call the police, I do myself, so, get a call.
I just only ask these people what we have at dinner. What I gonna do? Call the police? And she said, oh, forget it, because, you know, next time will be something worse. So I was quiet. I said, okay, this is the evidence that these neighbors are too noisy. They do not respect anybody. It's the day, night, and we are working sometimes overnight, so we like to have a quiet time. If anything that we can establish hours, quiet hours. Goodbye. 10 o'clock.
There are, it is already established.
Nobody
That's-
has it.
Well, the police have to enforce it.
And
That
July
day,
2nd and July
Supervisor,
4th, the police were out in force.
that night, where she's talking about, there's an area that's Northland, they annexed in the Northland. So.
You know,
again, it's a
the last time when I called the
Right.
police for the gangs, because they come the money just behind the church, and I have a window, because I'm the next to the church. So police come over here because they know they already had drugs operation things was. So they come like maybe 30 minutes. So the guys already start moving outside. They put the money, they take the money from this distribution of the yard. And but one police, I told them which street they go, and was arrested. So this was clean from this time, because this start when the children was like this, and they have drug distributing the this is so happy. And they slowed down, and I say, okay, I know who is it right now, but they feel it the school and that's what I like to share with this, because we like to have a clean and safety
I'll
place.
keep
Thank you.
for that too.
Thank you.
For you.
Is there anything else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Oh, I have a question regarding this. I received the mail today. Two companies, this is one of Leiden, which they will do a sewing system, and I have another, this and today, another company is Home Solution. This is together, you working people or because they serve that state that is the sewing system, and over here is also. So this is my bill and no, so we don't. Okay. Yeah, I know, understand. So we just only said this company, yeah, I thought that this name
They're just soliciting,
Okay.
soliciting.
Okay.
Soliciting.
Okay, thank you.
Well, here,
Yeah.
One more order of business before we adjourn. Our attorney, Judith Coleman, is going to be retiring, and this will be her last board meeting. Last board meeting. She'll still be around to help us remotely, but she's moving out of state, and we want to thank you for your service. And we're gonna have a little cake. And now I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. So, is there a second? Second. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Adi?
Yes.
Trustee Klinger?
Yes.
Trustee Pecora?
Yes.
Trustee Fiorito?
Yes.
Supervisor Biscaglio?
Yes, meeting adjourned.